Hello, hello. Hey, Robin. Happy Tuesday. When you're popping on, say hello. Just making sure it's working. Hi, Barbara. How's it going? Marilyn. Hey, Christine. Hello, everybody. So, in about a minute, we'll get started. But today, I would like to talk about all the different things that you can do with the backgrounds that we have been making with all of these techniques. Hey, Mary. Hi, Marianne. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Technique Talk Tuesday, that is. So, Tigers are on tonight, but there's a weather delay, so I probably won't miss the start of the game. Things are looking up. Hey, Robin. Hello, Renee. All right, so in about a minute we're going to start, but I went and dug through my bin of all of my things that I save to use for projects and samples and such. And this is just a stack of a lot of the techniques that we've been doing. And I thought it would be a good idea to talk about a bunch of different ways that you can use them with dies, stamps, yeah, dies and stamps basically is what I've got here. So what I did was I picked out a few, I prepped some things. So I'm just going to jump right in so that we can talk about a few. So this first one is just a couple of ways that you can use your backgrounds with a die sentiment. This one just says thanks. And you can use, if you have one that you like the colors or colors that match something that you're doing, you can just die cut this word thanks. So this would be really pretty to add to a card. So there's one, and then you can also use a background as your base and just cut out the word thanks in a solid and glue it on or pop it up or ink the edges or use one of the stitched rectangle dies to cut it out. I just cut it and used a piece of black cardstock as a mat, but that would be a really lovely way to send a little thank you to someone. Hey, Janice. Oh, Robin, you were going. Robin says she was going through the things that she's made also. Hey, Susan. All right, so that's one way, and that's just just a little die cut sentiment. Then there's also these Thinlits that our friend Mr. Holtz designed. There's a couple of different packages. This is the one I have. So you could take just a background like this, and this one just says thank you so much, but you can put it right in the middle and just put it on a white card base or a colored mat, or put it up top, put it below. You could even cut this out and make it a shaker. So lots of things that you can do. So it would look like this. So you have this Make-A-Wish cut out of this, and this could be a card too. And then also you could use the letters. This is one of the galaxy backgrounds that we did, and just use the letters to put a sentiment on one of the backgrounds. Yes, Renee, they are awesome quick cards, and so pretty too because of the blending and the colors. And you can certainly, you know, add little bits. This one, of course, the Galaxy one would be awesome with some white splatters like we did when we did the demo itself. So that's just using die cut sentiments. All right, I'm gonna move this now. This one, I have, this is just one of my bins of all kinds of extra Lawn Fawn images that have been stamped and die cut. Some have been colored. I just kind of dug through here and pulled out these little gnome pieces with the flowers. And I save some things, not everything, but I had this piece already cut to make a grassy hillside that I could pop up. So then I had this blended, when we did the ink blending with the brushes, this blended background, and all you have to do is take your pieces and pop them on there, and you've got another quick card, right? So, I mean, it's just that simple. And then, of course, I have another bin that has all kinds of sentiments already stamped and cut. So, you know, you can just take one of those and pop those on, and you have another quick and beautiful card, right? So that's one way to use some of the die cuts and the images that you have. Now this one, this is with the Bold Botanical stamp set that I have been using a lot. And what I did was I took one of the backgrounds that we did with the reinkers and stamped that image. And then all you have to do is cut this out, and then you can mat it, or it could be a little gift enclosure, or it could go on a tag, or all kinds of things. It could be all kinds of things. But you can cut it out, you can ink around the edges so that it's all finished off and it's black. But you know, you put this on and you mat this on a card, and you have a nice focal point there also. So that's stamping. So you can stamp right on top of all of these different techniques that we've done, you know, with the reinkers or with the blending the inks or all of those other things. So there's another way that you can use these. I also took one of the background plates like this. This is one of the Tim Holtz ones. Let me remember what it's called by looking at the thing. It is called Bubbling. So, bubbles. And I took one of my blended backgrounds and I cut it out. And you can just put this on a card base, or again, a colored mat. Stamp a sentiment, or take one of your sentiments that you already have. Stick that right on there. And another card, quick and easy, using all of these pre-made backgrounds. All right. And then the last way that I'm going to talk about today uses several of the things that we've done. So this is a tag that we did with ink smooshing, you know, where we put the ink and got it wet and then drug our tag through and built up a lot of layers. Then I also took the same thing on a piece of paper that we did in one of the demos, and I think this might have been with oxide, and I cut out these little birdies, and this thinlit set is called Silhouette Birds. I should be able to remember them. They're not that hard, right? So I cut out a few. I don't know which ones I would use, but I also went into my washi tape stash, and I've got this washi tape here that I thought would look sort of branchy, that I could stick right on the bottom, whoop, to make it kind of imitate a branch, or just, you know, grounding point for your birds. And you can glue some right down, or then you can, you know, pop one up to make them dimensional. Add a couple of birds. And then, of course, one of your sentiments, and you've got a cute tag that you can add to a package. You could also do this on a card. So here's a blended background that we did in one of the demos. You could do the same thing. You could use your washi tape here. And you even have more room for your birds to spread them out a little bit. I would glue these two down, and then I would pop this one up in the front, kind of. I might paint their little legs black and paint their beaks orange or yellow if I wanted to do that. And then you can either put your sentiment here or here, wherever you want. And there you go. You have another little card that you could send to somebody who needs a smile. All right. So that is just a few of the ways that you can use a lot of these backgrounds. Some of the other things that you can do that I didn't necessarily make samples of is you can cut these into maybe a 3x3 piece and use it for a little gift enclosure. You can cut it into a tag shape, or you could use it as a layer on your tag if you needed to make a tag. You could... I don't know. You could do all kinds of things. You can use these as mats on a scrapbook layout. You could use this as a background on one of the vignette boxes. You know, one of the Tim Holtz vignette boxes. This could be the background, or it could cover, you could cut this into strips and cover the sides. You could cut it up and use it as collage pieces. Use them in your art journal, cut them into shapes. I don't know, all sorts of things. I think that we probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things that I showed you that you can do. And I just named off probably 4 more. But, you know, these backgrounds that we did with all these techniques are gorgeous, and they don't need to be complicated. They can be simple, or they can be complicated if you want them to be. You can also, you know, look at some of your other die cuts and use them, like your frame die cuts, things like that. There's all sorts of things that you can do with all of these techniques you've been trying. So I hope you're trying them. I hope you're saving the pieces. I'm going to actually show you my bin because you guys aren't going to believe it. I hope I don't drop it because it will be a mess. But if I can get it under the camera, I'll show you. This is my bin of all of the sample things, and I just keep them here, and all right, did you go away for a minute? Are you back? Sorry about that. Everybody back again? All right. Does anybody have any questions? All right. I'm back. Okay. Can I answer any questions? This is the piece that I cut the birds out. You could, you know, even use these as a stencil. Lots of fun things that we can do with all of this stuff. I hope that you will make some things and share them. And we'll continue to show different techniques. And then now that you have all these ideas for ways to use them, you've got even more, more tools in your toolbox. All right. And think if you add some sparkle, oh, all sorts of things you can do. Okay, any questions then? If not, I am going to say good night. All right, if you didn't catch the beginning, you'll be able to watch the replay. And don't forget, this Saturday at 9:30 is Scrappy Chat. So we will be on this same channel at 9:30 on Saturday. Of course, talking about what's new in the store, things that are coming up. We'll have our Michigan Inspiration Project. So I hope you'll join us then. Otherwise, stay dry because I think it's going to rain, which my grass definitely needs the rain, although I hope they get the Tiger game in really quick before it starts to rain again. No, they're on a weather delay, so. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me as always, and we will be seeing you right here again very soon. Have a great Tuesday and enjoy the rest of your week.